Welcome to It's Your Effin' Journey podcast. My name is Melissa McQueenie, and I'm a licensed professional counselor here to share my journey with you in the hopes it will give you the confidence to do whatever's right for your own journey. We all live different lives. We're all different people. Wouldn't it be freaking boring if all of our lives were the same? So here we are to share. Time is it? Podcast time. It's a celebration. What time is it? Podcast time. Good morning and welcome. I'm so excited. I'm having the best weekend. I had Hartford Athletic game last night, and tonight I am going to see Zac Brown Band, Kenny Chesney, and Megan Moroney at Foxborough. So pumped. I actually think it's the last night of the tour, which is really, really cool. And Kenny has all the energy when he comes to Foxborough because that's the birthplace of No Shoes Nation. So really excited. And it starts early, so we got to head up there probably like noonish and tailgate, and just me and my girl Allison are going, and then the concert starts at 5. So I was glad that I remembered to record this today and not worry about it tomorrow when I head back to Connecticut, because tomorrow's the last day of summer before Kaylin goes to Utah with her dad on Tuesday for a little trip, and the kids start school Tuesday. So this is it for summer. I'm so sad. And then really don't even let me complain, because then me and the kids head to California next Wednesday. I'm running the Disneyland half marathon. So super, super pumped. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful end to your summer if it's still going strong. I know a lot of kids around the country have started already, but I wanted to talk today. First of all, the community is open for business. Bum, ba, bum. It's free. It is a free mental health resource outside of social media. So whoever is struggling right now to with anything, with just wanting support that is for your mental health, wanting support for your mental health that is not on social media, this is a great resource for you. I'm finally able to post again. So I've been posting some little daily happiness hacks, if you will. But starting in September, we are going to do, so what I have found in the most recent newer sessions with clients, a lot of people want to learn how to be more present. They want to enjoy their kids more. They want to, enjoy their spouse more. They want to be able to not be worried about the future or anxious about the future or be stuck in the past. They want to be living for now. And I can relate to that because that is a big goal of mine. I love to be present where I'm at. I love to be in the moment, soaking up the experiences, able to appreciate what is happening right now. Because if we can't appreciate what's happening right now, where does that leave us for the future? If we're when I make this amount of money, I'll be happy. When I meet this special person, I'll, be happy. No, the time is now to be happy. The time is to appreciate now, because I can tell you that once you reach that goal, once you climb that mountain and you get to whatever that is that you're shooting for, you still will struggle with feeling happy if you're not able to cultivate that now. So that's what September's free challenge is going to be all about, is learning to be present. And that really just comes from some mindfulness. It was so funny. I had a session with a client the other day, and he was like, this stuff is he's like, I hate to bring it down, or I don't even remember how he put it, but he's like, it's so simple. And I was like, I know, mental health is so simple. Move your body, pay attention to the thoughts you're thinking, make actual steps and action to feeling better. And I don't mean to diminish, there are significant mental health things that people struggle with, but for the most part, for the average person who doesn't deal with significant mental health symptoms, it's pretty fucking easy. It's pretty fucking easy. And that's why when people come and they have a couple sessions down and they have that accountability of coming and seeing my face and saying, hey, Melissa, this is how my week went. This is how it didn't go. And then we sort of can tweak what they're doing or what they're not doing. they have pretty good success. So don't overcomplicate, guys. And especially if you're feeling good right now, feel good. Come support our community. Invite a friend to join us. It's totally free. And my goal is to have 100 people in there before September 1st. So the link is going to be in the show notes. This is for you. This is for you. This is for your bestie. This is for your sister. This is for your niece. This is for anyone who doesn't mind some swearing and wants some support for their mental health. So join us in September for this free mindfulness challenge. I would love to get you to a place where you can appreciate your everyday, your right now, and feel good about that, right? Because that's what's meaningful. I want to help you get to a place where you can rely on yourself and trusting yourself to make the better choices for your mental health. So I also wanted to share today about give you sort of a marriage update. And these are the reason I share these. They're really uncomfortable for me to share, but I know how helpful it would be to hear the real and the raw and the in the trenches shit from other people's marriages. I remember, and I think I've shared this here before, so bear with me if you've heard this story like 50 times, but I have this like memory before I married my first husband, and I was sitting with an older friend of mine, and I said to her, how much fighting is too much fighting? And I really wanted her to like quantify this for me. Like I didn't know. I was a baby. I got married, my first marriage, I got married at 22. I was a little itty bitty baby Melissa. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I didn't know how to know if this relationship was my forever. And I wanted some guidance on it. But of course, she couldn't answer that. Nobody can answer that for you. And that's why I'm here to share my story with you so that you can get good at deciphering your own story, because I can't tell you what's right for you. I can't tell you that you should get back together with your ex that cheated on you. I can't tell you to stay in your relationship because I can't tell you the answer. I can't tell my clients in therapy. I can't tell my life coaching clients, and I can't tell you who's listening to this podcast. You have to figure out what's right for you. But I want you to believe that you can and that you are able to, and that I want you to know that no matter what outcome you choose for yourself, no matter what route you take, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. So I wanted this particular week. This is what I'm going to call it. Week in the life of our marriage was so wild that I'm like, I have to share this. I really also believe in sharing once you're through something and not really in the trenches when you're super emotional and super reactive and all of that. So, and you guys are going to be, because I know that people are like, what do you mean it changes all the time? Because it does. It changes all the time. My marriage can literally go from 10 on the Richter scale to 0, and we're over, and I don't think that we're coming back from this. And it's really interesting, and it gives me a lot to think about, because what I know is that a lot of people don't have marriages like this. And right or wrong, that again, you can't tell me when to leave my marriage, and I can't tell you when to leave yours. Here we go. Let's dive into the story. Last Thursday, this was, I don't even know the date. Not this past Thursday, the Thursday before. So whatever, doesn't matter. Not this past Thursday, the Thursday before. We were going to music bingo. Now, Tucker has been, one of the things we've been discussing in our marriage has been the fact that I am 100% okay with going to things alone. I'm very independent. I like to do my own thing, but that I don't want to all the time, right? There are times where I sit and I'm like, oh, it would be really nice to have my husband here or to not be here alone. And so I've had to be really communicative to him about when those times are. When do I really want him there? What would I like to have him join me in? And what are the things that I'm like, no, I like to do this by myself. And music bingo is one of those things that he likes it. So it's sort of why wouldn't you come? We are not in the stage of parenting where we have little kids at home that we need to navigate childcare. We can leave our kids if they don't want to come with us. We can invite them or we can leave them home. And so that's really like, there's no excuses. If you just want to sit home, it's because you want to sit home. It's not because we have children and we have to watch them, you know? So this particular Thursday, he was going to be joining me at the venue on Thursday nights is called the Yard Tavern in Enfield, and he was going to be joining me there. So I got there. There's also like drama with this particular venue and the seating. So you have to be there to be considered that you're coming and that they're going to give you a seat. Like you have to be there. One person is not going to be like a super big deal, but he knows how problematic this place is with seating us. And he knows I do get really anxious about it because I hate when I have to tell the people that I love or the people that are planning to come that we don't have a seat for them. So he knew that that we were, you know, holding a seat for him. He had told me specifically, like, hold my seat, like, I'm coming. Well, life happened. And so I'm sitting there, and because I had to communicate to everyone at this restaurant, right? Like, Tucker's coming, like, let's hold him a seat. Because I had to do that so many times, they all were like, well, where's Tucker? Is he coming? Which made me feel like ass because he wasn't showing up. He was not fucking showing up. Now, he's also terrible at texting and just sucks at answering communication anyways when you're not like with him. So I texted him and I said, hey, if, you know, I don't mind going things to myself, like as we've talked about before, but I do not appreciate being stood up. I don't appreciate being stood up. I don't appreciate you not showing up when you said you were going to. Not a good look. Like, I'm fucking furious right now. And he didn't get my text because his phone died and he couldn't find a charger. It was a whole story. So I sat there that night and I wasn't, it's funny. My friend texted me the next day and said, are you okay? Like, you look like you were going to cry, but if you're anything like me, if anybody asks you that, you're going to burst into tears. And I just said, yeah, like I was upset. Like, I was sitting next to a lady who comes with her husband every week, and she looked at me and she was like, my husband would never do this to me. And I was like, like, I get it. I get what you're saying. Like, I feel the same. It sucks to be in this situation. It sucks. It sucks. There's just no other way around it. And especially like I hate to say that, Tucker's in this like earning of me period. It feels really yucky. And we've had talks about this too. I'm like, I feel terrible that it feels like you're auditioning for this role of husband of mine. I do. It feels yucky. Like, it feels like, because he said to me, like, it feels like I'm being constantly evaluated. And he is, because I put my needs, my wants, my desires, my feelings in a lot of ways on the back burner for as long as I have in my marriage. I'm almost like playing catch up now. And I'm saying, listen, this is where I'm at. This is where I need you to be. And I'm so sorry I'm sorry to myself, and I'm sorry to you that I have pushed myself down and, you know, dulled my own me for so long that now we're in this situation where it does feel like you have to earn whatever it is that you're earning. I don't know. It's weird, but I feel like I have to do this for myself right now. I owe it to myself to do this right now because I do have, I don't want to say expectations, but I do have a certain idea of what I want a relationship to bring to me right now. And I really want it to like, make me better and challenge me and elevate me and never make me feel as small as I felt in that seat when he wasn't showing up that night. It felt terrible. So, you know, I got this little me tattoo, and this is my constant reminder, like, am I being considered? No one is going to take care of me the same way that I'm going to take care of myself. So I have to look at this tattoo and remind myself to do that. No one is. I don't care how much Tucker loves me, and I do believe he does. He's never going to look out for me the way that I'm going to look out for me. He doesn't know how. Even I don't know how. And that's what I'm realizing. It's taken me this long to realize I didn't even know how. I didn't even know the voices that I had and to pay attention to them and what they meant and how impactful they would be in me making sure that I'm feeling the best that I can. So I came home, and in typical crazy us fashion. He was mad at me. He was mad at me for, I don't even know what, I think being mad at him or something. Anyways, long story short, like I really thought that was it. Like that was going to be it. Like we were going to be, that was it. Like that was it for my marriage. Like that's how fucking pissed I was. We talked. Motherfucker. So we talked about everything, my feelings, his feelings, what went wrong that night, how we both wished things that, went down differently. And I went that next day to the beach with my daughter and her friend. We went to Rhode Island and went at the beach outside Taylor Swift's house and had a whole Swiftie day. And I thought a whole lot about that night and about how I felt and how I want to move forward. He sort of took a very active approach, if you will, and started doing projects around the house. He was doing projects around the house all day Saturday, which if you know our house and know my husband and know us, that is so strange. Like I was standing in my kitchen Saturday afternoon and I see my car drive through my yard and all of a sudden stones are being thrown out of it and they're building a fire pit. And so cool, so exciting. So we really talked a lot that weekend about a lot of things, and I felt better about it. And I just really have to reiterate how much we've had to talk and how much I've had to share and how much I've had to say, how personal I've had to get, how real and raw and vulnerable that I've had to be, because, and that's like what has been my takeaway from this for so long is that, we've been married for 16 years. So many things changed in 16 years. There's so much growth on both sides, right? Like Tucker has grown so much. I've grown so much. I'm not the same person that I was when he married me in 2008. I'm not. I am like I don't even know that I would recognize myself if I met myself in 2008, but I would be so proud, right? And, as I said, like I feel so good right now in who I am that I know, I don't know what I know. I really don't know what I know. All I know is that I can just continue to be taking the right next action. And that for me meant, so we sort of spent time together on the weekend. We went out for date night on Monday night and talked even more personal shit was shared, more desires, more goals, more vision about what I want. And that's sort of, I think, what my approach has been in all of this is sharing what I want and seeing if it aligns together. And so far it has. In addition to that, everything that I've shared with Tucker, he has met with an open mind and an open heart and a willingness to explore it. And that's also been like really important too. Like if there had been certain times during this whole process that he was like, no, I don't think I can do that. Or I don't want to do that. I'm not willing to do that. Then I would have to take a step back and think like, is this a non-negotiable for me? Like, how important is this for me? Is there a way that we can meet in the middle? Is this because Monday night went great. We had those great conversations and I felt really good and we moved forward and we were like, so take you like from that Thursday night, not this past Thursday, but the Thursday before to this Thursday was literally night and day in our relationship. We went from like not talking, marriage over, to like affectionate and into each other and really in a good spot. Right? Weird, right? And that's why I wanted to share it, because I'm like, people would not believe this, how we are on like a fucking roller coaster, just all over the place. But this is what it is. And so then this past Friday, again, like more exploring, and there is a certain point to all of this that I don't know that I don't know how far or how long I can go being on this roller coaster, only because it just is so all over the place. But I have to sort of put, as I said, blindly put my trust into what we are doing and how we are doing it, and knowing that no matter what, it's going to be okay. And I'm okay with where we're at right now with that. But this Friday, I have wanted to go to Salsa Under the Stars all summer. It's salsa dancing under the stars at Parkville Market. I don't dance. I don't know how to salsa. I just have a skirt that I really wanted to wear to it. And I thought it would be like a fun thing to try. Parkville Market has like a lot of food selections and like beverages. And I just thought it would be like a fun thing. So, but I couldn't find anyone to go with. So Friday, and then this has been like an all summer thing. Like nobody has really seemed to be too interested, which is fine. You guys know my feeling. If I'm a fuck yes to something and someone else is not a fuck yes, I don't want them to be half ass. I don't want to half ass have people come to something that I'm doing. I want them to be a fuck yes. So if you're not a fuck yes, you're a fuck no. I'm going to go bring my fuck yes ass to Parkville Market and have some fun. And that's what I was planning on doing until I was getting ready to leave, and Tucker was like, don't you think it's a little weird that you're going to dance by yourself? And I was like, no, because I've shared with you that this is something that I want to do. This is the last time it's happening this summer, and I'm totally cool doing things by myself. If someone doesn't want to go with me, then I'm A-okay going by myself. And you could go with me. You're choosing not to. That's your choice, right? But it bothered me. It bothered me because I took one look at this fucking tattoo and I said to myself, I've just shared with my husband, who loves me, right? Or maybe not as well as he should, but he loves me. And I said, okay, this is this tattoo. I have just told this man I've wanted to do this all summer. That's my first, like, asterisk. 2, this is the last time it's happening this summer. Those are 2, like, it's a time limited thing, something I've wanted to do, and it's the last time it's happening this summer. He didn't care, right? That's for me to care about. But I said to him, and I was really proud of us this night. So he said that, don't you think it's weird that you're going to dance by yourself? So I said, okay, I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm going to walk my dogs around the neighborhood. I'm going to think about this. I've been doing a lot of thinking during my mindful meditation walks, and I really enjoy it because it like helps me like breathe and be present and think about how I want to show up. So I was taking my little mindful walk around the block, and I was thinking about this, and I was like, whoa, I can't believe that I've said those 2 things and he doesn't really care about them. This is just my reminder that I have to care about the things that I care about. Nobody else is going to. And that goes for you too. No one else is going to care about your goals, your desires, your needs, your wants as much as you. So you have to be relentless in the pursuit of them. No one is ever going to say, hey, remember that goal that you had? I want to make sure that you do that. You have to do that. So I came back in from my walk and I said, this is upsetting to me. But I was calm. I said, this is upsetting to me. It's upsetting to me for this reason. And I shared just what I shared with you, that, it's time limited. This is the last time it's happening this summer. And it's something that I've wanted to do. It's something on my heart. And it really is disturbing to me that you haven't been able to hear what I've said about that. And he was like, I have been thinking too. And, I sometimes I need to think about my reaction or my responses before I do that. So I apologize for that. So he apologized, ended up, being fine, but I didn't go. I did not go. And I sat at the fire pit. So then I'm like, okay, maybe I'll make a fire pit. I'll still be able to see the stars. Maybe I'll even salsa in my little yard by myself. But I said to him, if I'm going to stay here, what about like coming out to the fire pit? And he hates the fire pit. He hates being outside. And I ended up feeling bad for myself. I really did. I sat out by the fire pit. He wasn't outside with me. And I thought to myself, like, I should have gone to Parkville Market. It would have been better for me to be alone and having those thoughts at Parkville Market, doing my salsa under the stars, than sort of conceding and being alone outside and having him still not meet me where I was at. So I took a video. I posted up my stories yesterday. Like, I was staring at this tattoo by the fire pit, just thinking, is this like, what did I do? What do I want? Is this okay? And I don't know, guys. I don't know know the answer. He came out a little bit at the fire pit and we talked. I don't know. There's just so many thoughts, so many feelings, so many um, things. And I want to share this sort of in the trenches stuff with you because, again, like I said in the beginning, it would be super helpful for me to hear about other people's marriages and know that I'm not alone. And if I can be that for somebody else and sort of share how I'm navigating this time, I feel good right now. I feel like our lines of communication are open. I don't know what the end result's going to be, but I'm okay with knowing or not knowing that. We never know what the end result's going to be. We can't control the shit out of our lives. We can only take these one next step and see how we feel and see where we're going and see if we can make this work. I know for right now, I'm super grateful to have a husband who does love me and does care about how we navigate this moving forward for us so that we can make this what we want it to be. And right now I have that. Will I have that moving forward? Will that be enough? I don't know. Sometimes it's really inspiring for me to see people who have chosen to end their marriage and to see what comes for them, because you guys know me. I believe in the beauty of letting things go and allowing new people to come in. And, I do believe in that. And does that make me a little sad too? Yeah, it does. So until that, I have learned through this process that I can 100% still love my husband and still know that it's not an okay relationship. Like I've gotten to that point. Like I may still always have feelings for him, and that's okay. And I've also gotten to the point where I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know. I hope this helps. I hope this helps somebody. I honestly felt like it would be a lot easier to talk about this, since I do believe we're on the other side, at least of this particular week, and who the fuck knows what's to come. As I said, anything can change at any time with us. Never abusive, never, harmful. It's just, we are chaotic. And that's the piece that I keep talking about, is like, I want peace. And then I have to get real with myself. Do I really want peace? I've never lived in a peaceful house. I like chaos to some extent. Do I really want peace? But I do think I want more of like less chaos. I really do. I do believe that I want that. And I hope that we're moving to that place. I really do. So also I wanted to share that I am fundraising for MSUK for the London Marathon. It really kicked off last week. We started a pickle juice chug competition on social media. So I was tagging people to do pickle juice shots, and they were coming on to do them, or they were, making a donation, or doing both. You could do a pickle juice shot and make a donation, or do just one or the other. And then I did my great pickle juice chug yesterday. My God. So I thought, I just poured everything back. But so when I did the pickle juice competition at the Pickle Fest in July, they said it was 60 ounces. There's no fucking way it was 60 ounces. So I measured yesterday because I wanted to beat my time. I wanted to do the 60 ounces in less than 17.6 seconds, which is what I did in July. I had 30 ounces in July. They said it was 60. It was 30. And I only realized that after I chugged the first cup of 30 yesterday, because first of all, I wanted to die. And second of all, I realized when I started chugging at the Pickle Juice Fest, I started like this. Yesterday, I had to start like this because of how high the liquid was in the cup. And I used the same cups. So I was not successful, only got the first cup down. And then I proceeded to shit my brains out for a full hour. So pickle juice is going to clean you out. So I'm taking a break today. No pickle juice shots today. I will resume tomorrow in my stories. So if you are interested in joining in the fun, message me your handle, tag me, do something, and I will tag you in the pickle juice fun. But we're going to go strong. I want to finish that jug. So we're going to keep going until all the shots are gone. And I'm not doing another jug. I'm not doing that because that was not fun. Luckily, I felt better after about an hour and then went to brunch and was a happy clam, happy pig, happy pig and shit. I don't know. But yeah, so join the community. Join us for our September Mindfulness Challenge. Join in the Pickle Juice Chug. Thanks for always being here and being in the trenches with me with this one, because it is surely an experience. But I'm going to work out and then get to Kenny Chesney. I love you guys. Have a great week. And don't forget to share this episode. Screenshot it. Share it with your friends. Tell them to join the Pickle Juice. Tell them to join the community. And I love you guys. Bye.